It's July 20th, 2011, and what I'm standing underneath is the Dicksonia Antarctica, and this is just an update on it. The fronds have fully unfurled now, and you can see the length of them here. And like you've seen in earlier videos, some of you that watch my videos, it is growing in an alcove, southwest facing exposure, so it gets really warm here. It's a warm afternoon here on Salt Spring Island. And just seasonal temps today. It feels like it's probably around 22 or 23 degrees Celsius. And just a slight breeze coming in off the ocean, southwesterly, so it's very nice out here. But you can see that near the coast, these tree ferns can take full sun. And I don't think there's any more closures coming. I'll look in the center here. I don't see any more coming. Sometimes late summer, this does tend to pop out a few more, or a couple more anyway. But at this point, it looks like that's it for now. So it's put out about 24 new fronds this summer. And with the 57 inches of trunk on it, it makes it look quite spectacular. So this is a Tasmanian tree fern, for those of you who don't know, and it is a Zone 8B/9 plant. And this one has been here for over 17 years. I planted it in April 1994, and it was imported from Tasmania in September 1991. And it stayed in a half barrel for a few years until I planted it in the ground here. And it's growing permanently in the ground in a deep, rich soil with lots of peat moss I've added to it. When I water this Tasmanian tree fern, I always water it through the top of the crown where the closures emerge, and the fronds, sorry, where the fronds emerge, which is a closure. And the trunk itself here is made up of root system. So I do also water the trunk on this too, but as you can see, it's very lush and tropical looking, and it does remain evergreen here year-round in this spot. Only in the worst winters you're going to see browning of the fronds. So that's what it looks like. Right there you can see how tall it is. Way up over my head. And one of my favorite plants in the garden. I have two more of these in the garden on the northeast side of the house, smaller ones, so which are going to need some protection in the winter. I just throw a few leaves on them. But this one here, loose burlap in the inner crown, and I hang loose burlap from the trunk, and that's about it. In much colder climates, you're going to have to box these things in to protect them. So, but here on the coast and on the islands, especially here on the islands, it's a lot more moderated in the winter, so it's not going to get as cold, and it's not going to harm the tree fern. With minor protection, it'll go through the coldest winters. There it is, the Tasmanian tree fern, growing happily on Salt Spring Island on a beautiful summer day. I'll grab that and I'll give you a better look at the tree fern. There's the fronds, and there's the trunk. Beautiful trunk on it. And looking up at the fern. So it is a true fern, and it's produced by spores. That's how you grow new ones. There's some other big ones in private gardens as well here on Salt Spring Island.